I'm sitting there like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reggie Mathis, and rocking with me is my brother, Wild Man Teddy T, a.k.a. Baron Theo Mound-builder.
What's happening? What's going down?
Man, it's going down, bro. The 12-day war, is it going to be up there with the Civil War, World War II, Vietnam? Man, your boy be tripping, man. He's straight up tripping. He's straight up tripping. Because, I mean, can we go all the way back to the nuclear non-proliferation treaty with Obama, where it would have taken us to the same spot that we already in with less enriched uranium, the whole nine? Like, can we remember that before we just get this dude like all kind of high fives? But we need to get this dude all kind of high fives, because this man, if left to his own devices, man, gonna get us all. And you know, is he not doing this the same way he's treating the terrorists? Like, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. Everything's a negotiation. Well, but people got killed. Some people will die. They die. You know. Because they playing with lives. They playing with lives, man. But I was asked a question today. And I was asked a question yesterday. But it's a very similar question between my daughter and between someone else who asked me a question today. She was like, was the U.S. right in striking Iran? No. Are you mad that they struck Iran? No. I don't want Iran with a nuclear weapon. I don't want Iran with a nuclear weapon. So, but just doing Israel's bidding, bruh. Like, that's what they got us doing, bruh. Like, we're being played by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, bruh. He's sitting here. He is playing us. He's playing our military. He's playing our people. He's playing our nerves. He's playing us, man.
So it goes back to their makings. The Rothschilds created nuclear. So that goes back to their makings.
I mean, just take it all the way back. Take it all the way back when Obama was advocating for, negotiating with Iran. Who came in there and was like, don't do it. Benjamin Netanyahu. He's like, don't do it. He was coming to Congress, speaking to Congress, saying like, don't do it. Right? How many people they done killed in Gaza? How many people they done killed in Iran? Right? And it's like, okay, you done poked the bear. Now you done ran. And you like, okay, now we need Big Bruh to come in and figure this out. So we coming to our military guy. We coming to our military guy because that could be you over there in Qatar. That could have been you in Qatar, where it's just like, okay, they launched all those missiles over in Qatar to the U.S. Air Base, right? Even though it had been evacuated, days before, but still, they ain't leaving it totally unoccupied. Somebody there, whether it's the janitor, whether it's somebody on MPs, somebody there.
Well, it's the report say that there are 0 American casualties, right?
That's what the report says. That's why I'm asking you, just like they said when Iran retaliated after the killing of the general last time, and they vowed retaliation, and then all of a sudden Trump said, oh, they had headaches. But those soldiers was hit with something. They don't even know what it was. And he said they had headache, and those folks got like traumatic brain injuries.
Well, I'm looking at it based on the results. I'm taking that face value. All right. Let's say the conflict is over. It's a ceasefire, and that stands pat. So we got rid of a nuclear war.
Did
Nuclear
we?
capability.
Did we?
Huh?
Did we?
I told you I'm taking at face value, right?
Well, taking it at face. No,
we got
take it at face value. Then that's not face value.
Okay, we got a chance.
We struck where the stuff is being harvested, mined.
Okay, let's take it at that. We got the opportunity to hit our best target, from our best intelligence. We got a chance to hit there where we thought where it was gonna be at, and we lost zero American lives.
And there was 0 Iranian casualties at that spot.
Even better.
So think about it.
Even better.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why were there 0 Iranian casualties? Because everybody knew, and so with everybody knowing, between 600 and 900 pounds of enriched uranium been moved. That's what everybody's saying. They done pulled up. They done moved it, and it's somewhere else.
We got a free shot with 0 American lives. We got a free shot with 0 American lives. You can't have a better outcome than that.
For everything that was created in this cesspool, I would agree with you. But when you look at it, I've been watching the experts, the folks who coming in there talking about, okay, what are we saying right now? If Iran is a rogue regime, right? So it's like once you go in there and you break it, they haven't broken it yet, because they understand doing those assessments. If you break Iran, bruh, it's not gonna be pretty. It's going to be Iraq, Afghanistan times 10. Afghanistan times 10, right? And you're going to have 900 pounds of enriched uranium floating around Iraq, a place the size of Alaska, twice the size of Texas. That's a large area. And so if you start, having warlords, which is what you would probably end up having. You end up having warlords, folks getting we got us, 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? They passing, they passing it out to make money, and they making dirty bombs. They making dirty bombs, and they really gonna be terrorists, and they're really going to restore the caliphate. Y'all remember the caliphate? Reggie, remember the ISIS caliphate?
Reggie going off in the tangent.
Ain't no tangent. We talking about. You said it's done, and I'm saying no, bro.
You saying what if the regime is
no?
The whole thing is still in place
because cooler heads are prevailing right now, and that's why I want to give your man some credit. We're gonna put him on Mount Rushmore right now.
Oh, he might be the greatest now.
Right, we're gonna put your boy on there right now. But 24 hours is not gonna go by before we back. That's my prediction, bro. Because Benjamin Netanyahu is not going to allow. Benjamin Netanyahu is not going to allow that, bro. He is not going to allow this.
He just cussed them both out
this morning because they
shot missiles at each other.
They were saying that they still had a little time. You know what I mean? That's what they said. That's what they said. That's what they said. Right. It's like, nah, I got to go ahead and get my lick back. I got to get my lick back. Okay? It don't start to this time. So I ran like, okay, boom. We done launched. So not until this time are we done. And so they hit a condo.
Now, was I in favor of him declaring that we bombed Iran? No. Because that put us dead set in the middle of it. I would rather we went over there, did our thing, and came back and was like, no, it wasn't us. And let Israel
how could we have done the thing where it's been announced to the whole world that we're the only ones that got the B bombers that's heavy enough to carry those bunkers, those bombs that go down into the bunkers. Israel don't have those. So if they happen, who they think did it?
Don't matter who they think.
Yeah, come on.
It's a difference.
I got you. Okay.
It's a difference between taking an official stand and having media
Okay, I get
outlets.
that. I get the official stance.
You know what I'm saying?
Now here's the thing. Did you see what Anonymous put out? You see what Anonymous put out? Anonymous put out that beware of the false flag operation that's going to go on there, and the world is going to think that it was Iran who did something, but it's going to be a false flag operation. And if you don't think Netanyahu, bruh, is all on that, if you don't think Netanyahu is all in on this, bruh, we're thinking that we can play a little bit here, we can dab a little bit there, whatever. Man, them dudes are super in. They super in. They super in, and they trying to drag us in, bruh. So we're gonna give my man kudos for this one, because he did go in there and just him being crazy. He's like Lamont in Sanford and Son. You know, when Lamont pulled up on the girl outside of the restaurant, and her boyfriend, who was the boxer, was like, "Hey, get away from my woman." And then Lamont went and learned karate for like one day. And when he went back in, dude saw him and was like, "Okay, buddy, come on out here." And as Lamont getting ready to come out there and get that ass whooping, that's when Grady came in there and told him like that Buddy had problems, that he had mental issues, and that he was nowadays we would say he was autistic. He was crazy, right? And Buddy was just like, you want some of this too, old man? He's like, no, I'm just telling you about old boy. You know, he's whatever. So now when Lamont comes out and he started doing all his warm-up exercise and all the blowing and all that stuff, the dude's like, yo, dude is crazy. Then he come out and just start, wow, 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 wow. And dude, like, runs away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. You feel me?
I'm going to say two things, right? You know they call Trump King Cyrus. If you know about King Cyrus and what he's did. Number two, I don't really believe that that Iran is trying to make any type of nuclear weapons.
And the intelligence and the intelligence supports that assessment. That's why he's mad at Tulsi Gabbard. You know, who's over intelligence, saying our intelligence is that they have not made the political decision. That is important. They have not made the political decision, meaning there ain't been no vote, there ain't been no order, there ain't been no direction to make the bomb. There's none of that. You're just saying like they can know. They can. They have enough stuff. They got enough technology. Now remember, in the 1950s,
did the same thing with Saddam, saying he was
who set their nuclear program up in the 1950s with the Shah? You want to take a guess, sir? The United States. The 1950s with the Shah of Iran. You know, after we overthrew their government and put in the royal family, which was the Shah, and they trying to put in his son, you know, the royal family over there now. Like, here we are with this whole, you know, regime change, and we always in other people's business. You know what I'm saying? But, man, bro, come on. We got a guest up in here, man. We ain't going to get too far afield, you know, before, you know, we start talking to our guest.
From the last time Gangsta Comedian was here, he's been in several movies. You know, he's in L.A.
Yo, you see you got the shades on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you see you got the shades on.
So we want to get the 6 months. We got to get the 6 months update. You know what I mean? Before, you know, he's giving his Grammy.
I still got the highest collab ever on my thing. I think we got over 20,000 views last I checked when that skit you and homie did. Yeah. That boom, 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 boom. I still don't know what it was about, but I know it's the most I have, you know, ever on my page, man. The thing was popping, man. So welcome, man. I'm just watching everything you got going on, man. Everything you got going on, and still got an opportunity to be a good dad in this whole thing.
Yeah, that's what got me on.
Yeah. No, man, that's what. So tell us, man. Welcome.
Give us all the what's good, what's the new stuff.
The new stuff, man. I mean, I think I got two movies dropping this year. One movie where it's called.
Please be on
Sunflower.
Tulu. Please be on Tulu.
Tubi.
Tubi. Please be on Tubi.
We gonna see.
I ain't nothing like a Tubi movie, boy.
Yeah, I love Tubi movies. But shout out to Poncho, Bellagio. You got the King, the Castro King movie coming out. I'm in that with him, me, Novel.
So you got some footage,
Yeah, I got
like
some,
up in
I got some stuff in
the Roscoe show. So tell me, is it worth it, man? I haven't gone yet, man. I haven't decided that I want to go.
to the Rick Ross car show.
Yeah, it look hot.
Yeah,
It look hot, and if you ain't one of those guys that's what do you do if you not in the end circle? What do you do if you let's a general admission guy is come in and is it?
I'm saying.
I can't speak to that because that ain't you.
You can go there and hustle, like whatever product you got. You know what I mean? If you promoting it on the internet, whatever, you go to the car show and get it all. Whatever you got going on, it's gonna be people there to basically like show your craft or show your talent, whatever you got going on. Last year, basically, I got booked with
SCK.
Yeah, SCK Media. I had got booked last year, so I went. But this year, I was out in LA, so I wasn't gonna have the perfect time to go there. Then
Yeah, okay. He dropping them word LA. He dropped the LA to the LA word. Yeah, LA. Yeah, man, I was out west. Okay. LA the first time you say it, I was out in LA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just got to ride out there. And then next thing you be like the other side. I'm on the left side, on the west side. Yeah, okay. That's what it is. So, we got a couple Pompano boys out there. Mia McFadden's son is out there. He's been out there now, 7, 8 years.
Okay.
For working for Viacom.
I love it out there, man.
So.
I had saw him with my man Omar Gooden, and I had just played Omar record on the radio today, and he came on interview with me. And I said, man, that's my homeboy you with, Gangsta Community. He said, man, you killed it the night before. So what did you do the night before? He said you killed it.
We was doing a shout out to Nikki Turner. She got a Netflix series. It's called Papa Baby. And I came down to I really didn't have a part, but I had a part because I knew what I was gonna do once I get in the room. You feel me? So I went there, man, and I did what I do best. You feel me? Act, comedy, improv, praying. You feel what I'm saying? You know how I go. And I was able to steal one of the parts, and I did it. And that next day, he took me to the comedy show down in Hollywood, and went up there and snapped. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm showing you. Best of both worlds. You feel me?
See, versatility.
They didn't even want me to leave the mountains. They didn't want me to go to the other director. You feel? But I understood. You feel me?
Yeah.
We down south, so I got to give a gab anyway.
Right. right. No, that's what it is, man. We got a Gangsta Comedian, here on the Ask Mathis show, man. And we got to give a shout out to the OKC Thunder for doing that thing. It was theirs to lose, if you ask me. It was theirs to lose. Shout out to Indiana. They played hard. Oh yeah, it was over. And the thing is, he didn't even need to be playing. He just needed to be available and be there because little white boy was balling, except his handle's not where they need to be. His handle's not with that OKC, that Haitian boy. For OKC, he wasn't seeing, buddy. He was like, man, give me that. And you can hear him saying like, well, give me that. And he was looking like, you guys aren't going to call that. It was like, man, you better get on. Do what you do, buddy. Do what you do. Turner, man, work on his foul shots, man. Nesmith was just no-show whole time. Mr. Defensive Stopper, he was a no-show, bro. Like, that's the thing. Exactly. That's the thing. So we definitely want to give a shout out to OKC, man. But technically, it was not their first championship. First championship, they take it, belong to the Seattle Supersonics. So they are a continuation of the Seattle Supersonics. So this is their second one. And so remember, the coach was Lenny Wilkins, my frat brother, Hall of Famer. You know, we don't have very many alpha men who played, you know, at that high level in the NBA. But the ones that we did, you know, they both in the Hall of Fame that I know of, and that's Lenny Wilkerson and that's Tiny Nate Archibald, you know, one of the other greats, man. So definitely, man, SGA did his thing. You know, salute the SGA and you know, his trophy wife. Go back one more. Come on. Right there, and then above that. So you see SGA and his trophy wife. And we got anything to say? SGA not being from here, being from Canada, is that the ultimate photo? You know, so that you done conquered the NBA, you the scoring champ, the MVP, and you got your golden snowflake. You got your snowflake. Look at that smile, boy. Look at that smile. Remember that big commercial? Just don't get no better than this. You don't get no better than this, do it. Oh, man. Man. Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at nobody. She looks in love right now. She looks in love. He looks in love, bro. And that's all that matter. That's all that matter. Look at them playing with. They doing a whole photo shoot. Look at the baby doing the photo shoot. Like, yeah, that's what's up, man. So shout out to SGA, man. I think he balled out. I don't think it will be a repeat. It won't be a repeat because in seeing, did you see them beating a healthy Boston team if Tate would not have ruptured his Achilles?
Yeah, they could still beat Boston.
They still could have, but I don't see it because just not the way I saw this game right here. I thought Boston had more defensive stoppers than Indiana, and they had more guys that can hit the shot. Who did Indiana? Bro, did you see that one stat when the backup point guard had the only points in 10 minutes? How this dude, he got the only points in 10 minutes, bro? Your boy, your African who's the, you know, who was the MVP of the Eastern Conference, what was he? And he was the biggest dude on the field because OKC went small. What happened to Buddy? Man.
He did that a couple times for them.
Yeah. Man, he disappeared if you ask me, bro. But I sent you a story earlier today on these squatters, man. I need you to show the picture of the squatter. It's probably one of the second to last stories that I sent to you, because we got a good friend of the show who is who watches the show a lot, and she was just going through her own situation in Atlanta. You know, her dad passed, and after her dad passed, these buddies just came into the crib, and they advertising like pool party over here, this and that or whatever, and just to watch, my homegirl from law school, put them things on them. Like they bought everybody and got these dudes out, but it was like a whole reality show that we was watching on Facebook. How they was going there and just seeing the dudes out there advertising like the party that's gonna happen and the whole nine, and they shut it down and got them out. But then I come across this story right here, Step.
It's about a man who figured out how to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion for free. Didn't pay a dime, just walked in and squatted. And so far, some upset neighbors haven't been able to do anything about it. ABC's Ron Claiborne has the details.
It's a magnificent mansion in a Tony neighborhood in upscale Boca Raton, Florida, worth $2.5 million. But the guy living there these days is paying nothing. He's squatting. And at least for now, no one can legally get him out. His name is Andre Barbosa, a 23-year-old native of Brazil, seen here on his Facebook page. Barbosa moved in last September after the last owner, unable to keep up with the mortgage payments, moved out.
There's been so many foreclosures that there's been a loss of control of property.
Incredibly, the squatter filed legal papers citing adverse possession, an obscure 19th century state law that allows someone to claim an empty property by occupying it for 7 years. Barbosa, whose nickname is Loki after the Norse god of mischief, posted this no trespassing notice. Barbosa's new, neighbors aren't at all amused.
Nobody's happy. We all spent a lot of money to live on this street.
Adverse possession is legal in all 50 states. Kenneth Robinson lived in this $300,000 home in Texas for free for 8 months before he was finally ousted. In the Florida case, Bank of America tells ABC News, "We have filed the appropriate and immediate legal action to have this trespasser removed from the property. In the meantime, this mischievous master of this mansion lives on."
It's about a man who figured out how to live.
Right? Hit him with the alliteration. Okay.
You want to read?
Hey, I hear Teddy over here like taking notes. Teddy over there, he's like,
I know people that do that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when you're dealing with what they would call the redemption of what people think is sovereignty.
Right.
So that's what they do that, and that's how they end up getting wrong by doing. That's not what it is, but there are people that get away with it.
yeah. Hey, that's what it is. So it's going down in New York, man. So they are not putting on a defense other than just moving some documents into evidence, but no, there'll be no witnesses on behalf of the defense. And what I've been saying the whole time, I've been telling y'all the whole time, show me where he benefited. Show me where he benefited, because it's hard to prove a racketeering without showing how you benefited. I only see him paying. I don't see like, oh, I did this so I can, enhance my brand or take my brand to the next level. Like, nah, none of that. So the racketeering, I don't see that. And conspiracy with who? He in trial by himself. So I think what they're gonna get him on.
Domestic violence.
No, that he not even charged with that in the feds with the Mann Act. The Mann Act is what they got like Jim Johnson on. Remember the first black heavyweight fighter, and that is, going across state lines for the purpose of prostitution, which still is not a slam dunk for them. But I think, by bringing in at least the Punisher and some of the other male escorts that were paid, I think that's why you brought them in, to be able to show that they cross state lines, at his behest, to meet him in Miami, meet him in LA, meet him, in different parts of the world to do what we do. But apart from that, bruh, that only carries up to 10 years. And what would be the reason for a judge to, impose a 10-year sentence in that regard? Like, I think that would be super, super harsh to do that. And Trump probably would commute his sentence. He might not pardon him, and he might. But I think he would at least commute his sentence, saying like, it was a witch hunt. It was a witch hunt. I could totally see a reverse. Diddy coming out and all of a sudden being, Mr. Trump. If he had done that going in, he wouldn't be there right now.
Yeah, I was with Jamal Willard, the guy who played Biggie this weekend, and at the end of our event, we kind of made him want to get back into rapping, and he has this record where he's saying "Free Diddy," and he really started crying because he's like, "Man, this guy changed my life." He said, "I don't care about what he did with anybody else." He said, "And what he do in his own time," he said, "This guy changed my life."
Bruh.
And he said, "What you look
Come
like
on,
the guy who played Biggie?" You know what I'm saying? Looking for Diddy. You know what I mean?
Bruh,
Biggie.
Bruh, just cut out all the BS and just look at what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you the man and this is your babe, everybody know this your babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what bosses do. That's what bosses do. It's not. It's like that's what bosses do. So now you want to go back and pull it on. Like, what a boss do? Like, we saw the man in Making of the Band. We saw him in Making of the Band. Man, y'all go get me cheesecake. And why did they go and do that walk? They did that walk because they want that fame. They want what you want. Because when he was at Uptown Records, he was the do boy. And he only doing what he saw done, and he just took it up. The more money he got, he just took it up another notch, bro. He ain't begged nobody. He ain't dragged nobody
Remember his first
to come.
His first hit was "Come and Talk to Me" in 1988, the remix. He always, like in the beginning, intern, but he still had his production company, and he signed Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, all them to the production company, and he made all their music. That's what Suge Knight made them redo their contracts, because they had contracts with Uptown, but their production was by the Hitman. So Suge Knight went in there and made them change Mary J. Blige, Casey and JoJo, and all their contracts.
Yeah.
Jason, you ain't been to no P. Diddy parties, have you?
Nah, I ain't never been there. But if I would have
You get
went,
the invite?
Yeah, you would have went. If he was invited, he would have went.
That invite you go?
Yeah, he'd have went. Yeah, he'd have went.
But you know, like I tell you, man, we down south. I gotta give the gab. I'm going there to get with
Right, exactly. Right.
Right.
And it would have been, yeah, you would have came. Yeah, you
What
would have.
that trick that said he couldn't have no.
So that was a great spot to find that, because he edited.
What?
Man, bro, it's one of those things where, you know, will he get his career back? Because he coming home. Like, he's coming home. He beat somebody behind. He didn't kill her. She profited $20 million. She profited 20 million, bro. You can come steal me right now, boy. You come hit me in the face with brass knuckles. Right, take your best shot, bro.
You see how much he pays Sting a month for the song "Missing You"?
Mm-hmm.
It's like $2,500 a month that he has to pay out for that song.
Yeah.
And it's not now. He's giving him over $30 million for that record.
Now they said that's a myth, because Sting claims he ain't pay him nothing, but Pity claimed that. So we'll see which one is true, because I wouldn't even imagine them even allowing that record. Man, we got a record right now, for instance, with Pitbull and it's La Bamba. Bruh, I tried to clear the record. I'm like, yo, I got Flow Rider and I got Pitbull. Man, what's his name? Look up Frankie. It ain't Frankie Valli. Richie Valley. Man, their state. You know what they wanted? 100%. They want 100%. They want 100% of the record. So it's like, nah, bro, we not doing that. So it's a record the world will never hear, because, you know what I mean? Like,
so how they go? What you make the record, then if you want to push it through strong arm.
Right. So you make the record. So you make the record. For instance, like when we did Somebody. So Somebody is in what's called an interpolation of Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody." She had just died, you know, and no one had really done a hit, one of her hits. So we took that. We had Jeremiah on the record and Natalie LaRose, artist out of Amsterdam. And so we hit the estate up. They wanted the whole thing. It was like, bro, we not using no lyrics. We not using nothing in there. It's just it's what's called an interpolation, which is like, you know, none of the sounds. And we already, you know, dealing with the producers who want 50% already. So we end up compromising, because that's the thing. On the front side, you compromise. So in the estate, we end up giving the estate like 30%. Like 30%. The producers got like the other 20 on that other half, and then we divided up between Flo, Natalie, Jeremiah, and this other dude named Rook. Rook was a young songwriter we had down here.
The thing is, now a lot of these independent artists don't get the other 100% for publishing the record. They're just publishing and getting their writers, but they're not publishing the song. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it's 200%. And they're not getting the other 50% music, 50% for publishing. You know, and I tell them, you got to publish the record. If you pay for the beat, if you pay for the studio time, that's your record. You got to publish the record. So you pay everybody out. But I'm talking about 90% of the independent artists today are not getting that part of the publishing. You know what I'm saying?
That's business.
Yeah, because you don't even got to make. You don't got to make music. You could be the publisher and make stupid bread. All you doing is
As
getting
long as I
published in
took
the
the
band.
boys to the studio
And you
and
pay
paid
for the beat.
for it, that's
It's
my
your
record.
Titty T. So we got DJ. So we got DJ Khaled. I wanted to show this little funny bit. So we got a little funny bit of DJ Khaled because he's illustrating something that we talk about all the time here on Ask Mathis, and that's how to deal with law enforcement. DJ Khaled, perfect.
All right. See your license, registration, insurance. House. Okay. Car under your name? It's one of the warrant. Okay. Is the car, the vehicle under your name? Yeah. Okay. Reason why it's stopping is you're not wearing your seatbelt. Right here. It's a national campaign going on right now called Click of the Ticket. Anywhere in the United States, you get stopped for not wearing a seatbelt, you're going to get a ticket. Okay. You don't have the registration either?
The tag is right there. The registration should be in the house. Oh, it's right here. Oh. That's one. All right.
The officer also noticed that DJ Khaled didn't have a driver's license.
All right. See your license, registration, insurance.
House.
Okay. Car under your name?
It's one of the warrant.
Okay. Is the car, the vehicle under your name?
He ends up just giving them the warning.
Reason why it's stopping is you're not wearing your
You know,
seatbelt.
here's the issue that we always, say, just take the ticket.
Don't talk back.
Take the ticket. And in this particular case, the guy didn't end up giving them a ticket, right? Take the ticket. Argue that later, man. Argue it later. In the state of Florida, for instance, if your license bad or whatever, officers have the discretion to arrest you. Most of them are not going to arrest you for driving with a suspended license, right? Right. It's they don't want to do the paperwork. They rather just give you the ticket, and then when you go to court, if you get your license cleared up before you go to court, they're gonna throw it out. They're gonna throw it out. So you don't even gotta hire an attorney for that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, give me the ticket, all that stuff, and then they're gonna likely dismiss the infractions. Judge is gonna say, hey, did you take care of the tag? Did you take care of the registration? Did you take all that? Here, show proof. Okay, boom. It's gonna be dismissed. It's gonna be over with. Versus like, you gonna run, you gonna clear it, you gonna do all that, because then they gonna hit you with the resistant. They're gonna hit you with all the extra stuff. Yeah, man, just take your ticket. Take your ticket and
See another day.
yeah, live to see another day, man. So here's old boy right now, man. So your boy Tyler Perry. So I know a lot of folks got those dreams of going to Atlanta. I know y'all got them dreams of going to Atlanta. You know what I mean? And what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the big fella comes in there? What you gonna do when the big fella comes in there and say, hey, boy, you been making noise on the net, boy. You been making noise. How you gonna come in there? Say, boy, gangster, you been making noise on the net. You been making noise on the net. Yeah. I've been seeing your little sketch. That's how I started. That's how I started. But it's a lot more out there for you. It's a lot more out there for you. I'm just saying.
Gotta come over to
So I mean, is this the one? Read this one right here, cause somebody was telling me. I thought I read all the text, but I think I missed this text. So somebody was like, "Just read the text, man. Can you just read the text?"
Picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. Nice picture. Great, amazing, awesome picture.
And who is that a picture of? Is that Tyler?
Perry.
So old boy is commenting on Tyler's picture. You say nice picture, yeah. The water does look calm. And then Tyler say, nice picture with all the question marks. Well, you know, what does that mean? Like, what you say? You see something you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, say, who said? Oh.
After that. I don't know if that's like code for go there or what.
Well, old boy is going there because he's suing him. He's certainly suing him right now.
Maybe Tyler went there a little too deep.
And he gave him a party. He gave him a part.
What?
He gave him a part in the Oval. He gave him a part in the Oval.
I like his. I've been watching the new one that's on Netflix. She's something. It's a new one that's on Netflix. It's okay.
They got one like the divorce. Oh no, that's talking about Netflix. His show's on there. So, do anything want to? I mean, it's not a whole lot to say about Tyler because everybody already thought he was using chicks as a beard. You know what I mean? Like everybody was like, "Yo, Tyler ain't busting no." You know what I mean? Like he ain't busting nobody wide open. Not with a X chromosome. You know what I mean? Yeah, they.
That's what that is.
Yeah, he. You know what I mean? Yeah, but yo,
It's all good until them rolls stop coming.
man. Hey, but you saw him smelling himself at the BT Awards when he started talking about he done made more billionaires. Hey, he out there talking that talk. But look at Charleston White. Charleston White go beat up the Island boy. Charleston White go beat up the Island boy, man.
One hit a quarter.
Somebody need to.
Yeah, he go beat up the Island boy, man.
Man, you know Charleston, dog, he know how to make his money, man, on that.
Oh, man.
Bro. He just know what to do. He know what to say. You feel me? He know how to get back up out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when he did everything.
Yeah.
The thing with Trick Daddy.
Right now, we trying to book it. He want $10,000 a show. He get
What?
Pull up.
I did a show with him.
Yeah, we get
Okay. Yeah, I know they was doing that with Country Wayne, and then Country Wayne he doing something else.
He doing skits and everything now with all them. I just was with them. And
Yeah, I think
they
they doing just subscribers based stuff.
and comedy shows still.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
That's the one that's running it right now. He tearing it up, boy.
Yeah. Oh man, so
He's still out.
nah, they just got him in Florida, man. They just got him in Florida. They just got your homies, man. They just got the homies, but at least homie got an opportunity to tell his story and put his stuff out there, man. Bruh, who done let? They say they done rented a whole house. You got to turn it up, man. We got to hear volume on here because the person who probably rented him the house look like they the one that ratted him out. I the one that she's sitting out there talking about, I'm the one that called. I want the 20,000 DV. Watch, listen to this.
Why not rent them the house and then like I got
Yeah, they were renting the house. They done got the men. Everybody that's recording, they want to know, they got Derek and I told 20,000, baby. 20,000. Derek in that tone. Who that is? Yeah. Everybody, Derek in that tone. Y'all told too? Y'all came over and got him. Damn, how y'all knew Derek in that tone was in there?
Because you told.
I came and got Derek in that tone, man. The boy that broke out the prison in New Orleans. Damn, y'all found him. Boy, I the one called you. I need the 20K. I the one called you.
Bruh.
I need the 20K, man. Y'all done came and got him up out of there.
Well, that was the worst thing that happened in the hood, boy. That was the worst thing happened in the hood, boy.
So he was able to tell his story, like what?
Yeah, he told his story about 2 weeks ago.
about how he was forced to prison.
Yeah, talking about the sexual abuse, and he had the document, the non-prosecution form, all other stuff, man.
And I like what he said. He said, I ain't break out of jail.
Right.
Y'all let me.
Right, they let him out. So this young lady right here, man, so popular Chicago hairstylist was partying on the yacht with her friends on Instagram, and minutes later fell off into the yacht. So if you're talking about Lake, which one? Lake Superior is the one in Chicago, Lake Superior. That is huge. That's like ocean. Yeah, it's like ocean style. Have you ever been to Chicago? It is like literally.
You can't see no land
Yeah,
out there. It's
yeah. It's one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah, the great.
Yeah, one of the Great Lakes, man. So you up in there, but but it look like she.
Right?
I don't know if they found the body, but they done confirmed that she. Shout out to the boys on lockdown. Wanted to bring that to y'all. I'm sure y'all enjoying that. Cause since my homies told us about we competing with the Latin news weather ladies. You know what I mean? So I try to have this on there, but man told me from the prison, cause I know we in the jails, but buddy told me that we in the prison too. But he was like, it's a hard time watching the show Sundays at 11 because they got them Latin weather girls or whatever, man. They don't know what they saying, but they just
top heavy, boy.
Yeah.
Top heavy, that's for sure.
Man. So y'all want a little fun? Here's a little joke. We stay on the joke, and then we're gonna finish this thing up with black comedian, man. But this right here, funny thing I thought, talking about black people in Iran. Look what he got.
The message from the blacks to the Iranian military. We don't have nothing to do with the United States. So please, if there's any way you can leave us out of it, we have a number, we have an email address. Black Twitter is up and running. If you can just tweet us what's going to happen before it happens so that we can move accordingly. We just want to put it out there. The United States does not represent us. Anything they say is being told against our will. We promise you we do not agree with anything they are saying. We as a black community, we have been, oppressed for a very long time. We are all very tired. We're also a really, really good time. So we just feel like if we can just all get on the same side, if we can just have a little chat before anything happens, not saying anything will happen, but in the event that it does, can the blacks get a heads up first? I mean, I just ran the other day, so we really have a lot in common already. We keep inviting people to the cookout, but it's not a real cookout. But for you, we can put a little something on the grill. If there's something that you like, if you like chicken, if you don't eat the red meat, that's fine. We can really throw down with chicken and shrimp. It's really whatever you want. Just let us know ahead of time. So yes, if there's any information that you have, please tweet at Black Twitter, #Black Twitter, so we can spread the word in our community. We won't tell nobody else. We promise you. We don't believe in snitching here. You tell us, it's lips sealed, zipped, put away, key thrown away. Yeah, just let us know. This is.
Oh man, a little funniness, man. I know. Step. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all morale is high right now. Did you feel like it could be any day now, or what? Describe the last 72 hours for you.
Well, for me personally, not as I'm not speaking as a service member.
But that's what we want. We want to know you as. Well, no, we're not asking you to speak as a service member. We're asking you to speak just in terms of, in generalities, as far as hey, I know what I signed up for. My unit could be called up, or unless stuff like that.
At first, I was like I said before, I was disappointed that we made an official statement, because that, even though it's on Twitter, it's still coming from it's kind of still seen as an official statement. That put us directly into it. It's not. I would have rather we did our thing and say, hey Rizzo, we helped y'all out. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all only have the way we have done wars for the last 30 years.
You mean them undeclared wars?
Yeah, the undeclared wars and conflicts for the last 30. I would have rather preferred
those NSC and those CIA operations.
But the way it has turned out, he may look like a genius.
He's gonna get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, he's gonna get the Nobel Peace Prize for it.
Is that what he lobbying for? Because I know he hates that Obama got it. And Obama shouldn't have got it. Can we say he shouldn't have got it? He shouldn't have got it. He shouldn't have got it. He shouldn't have got it. He shouldn't have got it.
Right now he's looking like a genius.
Hey, you know what, bruh? I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
So I can't hate on him.
I ain't mad. What else we got, bro?
And when I first heard the bombings, I was really concerned. Yeah. But then they said we had already evacuated the base.
Yeah. Right. And which, like I said, I think it's kabuki theater. I think, everybody know everything that's going on. They, and I like this new type of war. Like this might be the new type of war we talking about, where folks can game out what it is. Like, hey, I can help you game it out. Be like, hey, if you Iran, do we really want this smoke? Cause I don't think we got time to get to it, but I sent you one where it has like the Iranian Air Force and how many planes they have, the Israeli Air Force and how many planes they have, China all the way up, and it's like, oh, they close. You know, one got like 500 jets, the other one got like 600 jets, the other one got like 1,000 jets. Then, you know, you go up and up. Bruh, when it come to America, like, most of them folks got like 2,000-3,000. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't let me say it. Y'all see it for yourselves. Watch this thing right here. Iran, 551 jets. United Arab Emirates, 560 jets. As it keep going. Algeria, 605. Israel, 612. Germany, 618. Brazil, 628. Greece, 632. England, 664. Italy, 800. Saudi Arabia, 914. North Korea, 951. France, 972. Turkey, 1,069. Egypt, 1,080. South Korea, 1171. Pakistan, 1434. Japan, 1459. India, 2296. China, 3,304. Russia, 4,211. Look at the U.S., bro. Look where we at, bro. Look where we at, bro.
14,000 jets.
14,486, man. It ain't even close. That's when I saw Obama get mad one time. When he just came out there and was just like, man, do you know we have overwhelming force? We have more stuff than everybody combined. He's like, we got more stuff than everybody combined, bro. We got more stuff to destroy the world several times over. So what we talking about? So don't come in here trying to punk nobody. Like, I was like, Obama, he's like, man, so don't come up here trying to punk nobody. Like, we want peace, but don't be confused. Yeah, Israel was there. They way down there. They 1,000. They got air superiority over Iran right now, but not the Middle East. If they bring in all the Middle East, and you see Turkey got more than them. Yeah. Play around if you want to.
Who fought for the Gulf War? Wasn't it like Turkey and Egypt that fought?
Everybody. That's the thing. That was the beauty, the genius of George H.W. Bush. He got everybody to come in. So Antonio Brown, man, you know, he's supposed to surrender last Monday. Antonio say, man, nah, man, y'all catch me when you catch me. I'm out the country, bruh. So, you know, we shall see when he, you know, I don't know why he didn't. He probably was going to have to surrender his passport. So he just was like, man, you know what? Y'all catch me when you catch me. And when you catch me, I'll come back and I just fight the case. Probably tell his lawyer, man, just go ahead and get the case ready. Yeah, get the case. Yeah, get the case ready for trial. Take the depots. Do whatever we got to do. Pay the dude off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I come back, that's what it is. A long time ago, man, I had a client from Orlando. I want to say probably about 18 years ago, man. This dude was the rawest, realest dude. He came back. He paid me 20 bands. 18 years ago, he said, bruh, I'm at ya. And when they catch me, I just need you to come. And I'm going to leave this here with you. I said, yeah. I get a call, man, probably about 7-8 years. 7-8 years, man, he dodged. 7-8 years, he dodged. When they finally, you know, got me, I went up there. He had to sit. He knew once that whenever they got him, he was gonna have to sit. He was doing, he was getting like rentals, and a chick, man, as usually is the case, is the one that turned him in. He was doing his regular thing, taking the car to get the next car that he was on. Bro was just rolling around, man, rolling around, going around, doing this thing. And went to get he was like, man, I knew something was wrong. He was like, something was wrong. He went in there and they snatched him up at the Enterprise. So he was like, yeah, I knew this day was gonna come. And when that day came, you know, things was looking bad, man, because it was like, remember, it was a dope case, and the dope was in his butt. The dope was in his butt. Remember the dope being in his butt. And I filed a motion. I filed a motion to inspect. I filed a motion to inspect the evidence. And by the time I went up there, Orange County did not have the evidence. They had disposed of the evidence. Case dismissed. Case dismissed. So I would say, AB, just make sure, you know what I'm saying, your lawyers is paid and that they doing the work, because when you come back to town, you will be sitting until your trial.
You can stay out that powder.
You know, he probably like, man, I ain't trying to, like, not today. Not today. Rest in peace, my dog Errol Pitts, man. We shorties, man. We get pulled over on Hammondville. Now it's called MLK. Over that little furniture thing, man. We're going to a party in Kaya City, little graduation party. So we trying to get it together, man. I'm in a little escort. We about 6 deep. And we get pulled as we trying to get the seats sorted out, because we had a girl, so you know she gonna get in there. She got to sit down. You know what that is. Then them lights come, woo! My dog Errol Pitts sit in the back seat to me. I ain't going to jail tonight. It's like, huh? You done been to jail? Like, well, we in high school, but you done been to jail before? And then my other dog sitting in there to me, oh man, like what? Man, I got them things on me. Oh Lord, what things? He said, man, I got them things on me. I was like, oh Lord. Then that's what my dog said. I ain't going to jail tonight. Everyone's gonna tell on everybody, but they ain't find him. And fortunate to that, man. But you want to show the richest people in Miami, or do we not have time for that? You don't got time for that. So go ahead, Gangster. Teddy, close out Gangster.
Gangster, man, go ahead and give everybody social media and like I said, what we need to be looking for on Tubi.
Oh yeah, this year we I got 2 movies dropping. I got a movie dropping with Puncho, like I told y'all earlier, Kasho King. I got a movie dropping with Lil Boosie called Twin coming out, I think December around Christmas time. And I just did a movie in LA with Nicky Turner, a Netflix series, me and my daughter. You feel me? That's gonna be dropping at the end of this year. So, you know, we got a lot of things going on. We got the barbershop doing this thing in Pompano, Hammondville, like we just said, you feel me? It's church popping, you feel me? Can't forget about that there. And just trying to see what it do, man. Whatever God got in store for me, that's where I'm at.
Amen, man. Shout out, you know, Exit 36, man. You know, they're still coming up out of there.
Right.
Still coming up out of there, man. That's what it is, man. So salute to you, Gangster, and all your success, man. And, you know, don't be a stranger. Sitting there like, man, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.